Hi, I'm Red Byron. I'm a minister through Pathways of Light, and I've been a Course in Miracles student for 43 years. I'm going through the lessons again this year, asking Jesus to clarify for me, and then I write from that clarity, and that's what I'm sharing with you today. So let's get started. We're looking at lesson 310, In Fearlessness and Love I Spend Today. This day, my Father, I spend with you as you have chosen all my days should be. And what I will experience is not of time at all. The joy that comes to me is not of days or hours, for it comes from heaven to your Son. This day will be your sweet reminder to remember you, your gracious calling to your Holy Son, the sign your grace has come to me, and that it is your will I be set free today. We spend this day together, you and all the world joins with us in our song of thankfulness and joy to Him who gave salvation to us and who set us free. We are restored to peace and holiness. There is no room in us for fear today, for we have welcomed love into our hearts. I know I'm not walking this path alone, for I feel Jesus with me. I share my life with Him, and He sends me ideas I need to notice, as well as helping me in other ways. This morning was interesting. I was getting dressed and preparing to do the lesson, and my mind was doing its usual wandering. I started thinking about a friend who's doing really well with her spiritual work. The next thought was that she is still not fully free, for she has a strong attachment to certain material things in her life. This is not a judgment, not just noticing. Then I got a message from Jesus to look at what I'm still attached to. He gave me a hint. What causes me fear if I think I could lose it? He was being specific here because I have a financial situation that needs to be addressed, and I've been ruminating endlessly about how to handle this. I knew that's what he wanted me to look at. I have a solution, but it scares me, and I know why. I will have to use my little savings to do so, and I don't want to. I need to look at this reluctance, though. Neither the situation nor the possible solutions are the lesson. They're simply the classroom. The lesson has to do with where I place my faith. I've already made the decision and I chose to push through my fear, but that didn't make the fear go away because I didn't address the real issue. As long as I cling to anything in this world as my salvation, fear will remain, for nothing here is dependable. So this is where I was when I sat down to do the lesson, and I have to smile at the timing of it all. It's not a surprise that Jesus set this all up for me. I've had that happen often, but it always makes me feel safe knowing I'm not walking this path alone. Today's message is not of the physical world. It comes from God. He wants me to know that I am loved and safe. He wants me to remember that His will for me is that I be free today. He wants my freedom from the world, and today it takes the form of freedom from the belief that a savings account can give me safety. My safety lies in my identity as God's Holy Son and His love for me. I will wrap myself in that love and keep it close. Where fear enters, fear must depart. Did I say that right? I meant where love enters, fear must depart. I read a wonderful article this morning by Reverend Kenneth Stephen Price called My Near Death Awakening. In it, he quoted from the Manual for Teachers. Do not despair then because of limitations. It is your function to escape from them, but not to be without them. If you would be heard by those who suffer, you must speak their language. If you would be a savior, you must understand what needs to be escaped. Salvation is not theoretical. Here's one thing he said about this that I found particularly helpful this morning. It taught me that salvation isn't theoretical, it's practical. It meets us in the shape our lives already take. Sometimes that looks like tears. Sometimes it looks like quiet. Sometimes it looks like anger finally softening by 1 degree. all of it can be used. Nothing is wasted. You can read this essay and more on his Facebook page. I immediately saw the truth in this. We need not be concerned that we have fears or other problems. We came here for the problems so that we could use them to awaken. Nor do we need to worry that it seems to be taking a lot of time or that we keep repeating the same lessons. I know that sometimes I despair of ever awakening, but that's just ego. Everything that happens is useful. I'm either learning a lesson or learning what does not work. And since I share it all, others have the opportunity to learn from my errors as well as my successes. It all saves time, for what we learn is shared with the whole sonship. It is a relief to know that it is not for me to worry about the timing. All that is needed from me is my willingness. I feel lighter now than I did upon waking this morning. What a relief it is to let go of the fear. I really am restored to peace and holiness. Today, I walk in quiet gratitude, knowing that love alone protects me. Every moment is another invitation to remember who I am in truth. Fear, free, fearless, and forever held in God's peace. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, then please like it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And I'll be back soon with another reading. See you then.